Hello. Do you know what's keeping me lately at the edge of my chair, like almost literally? Is this idea that we're currently designing tools that keep people on screens longer than they need to be. Not because they chose to stay, but because the systems we're building are built to keep them there. Unless you were sleeping under a rock for the past 3, 4 years, we've entered the age of AI assistants. They'll save us time, make us more efficient, but underneath many of these systems, metrics haven't changed. To engage and to retain. These metrics have been bending creative and engineering efforts around them. And so notifications have become more persuasive, interfaces become frictionless in very specific ways. Predictions are masked as personalization. Gradually, attention became the product. Naively, we call these tools free. Email is free, social platforms are free, AI chatbots are free. But we're paying for them. The currency is our data, the source of predictions, the capitalized value exchanged by tech companies and advertisers, their actual customers. Now, beyond the economics, there's also a knowledge imbalance. We're shown content tailored to us, but we're surprised. Have you ever felt like your feed knows you too well? That's optimization, and it's working as intended. Here's the other uncomfortable part, especially for those of us who build these systems. We often believe I'm addressing user problems, I'm serving a business model. But if our success is measured primarily by engagement, we are adapting to that metric. We're working for it. And over time, we begin to treat this structure as inevitable. The industry standards appear like the destiny of technology. And we design digital products to operate this way, grounded on the force of habit and the need to capture more attention. Here's the good news though, we can design and engineer tools differently. If if engagement is today's dominant metric, what would replace it? Let's start by agreeing that good design is simple. That a tool should help someone get something done and then step aside, not stretch the interaction, manufacture dependency, and compete for attention. Just help. What if we ask different questions? For instance, is this interaction aligned with a person's goal? Is the time spent on tool productive? Is it helping someone move effectively toward completion? Does the person understand what's happening? Can they move forward with confidence and control? How would people feel when they interact with this? Is the emotional response aligned with clarity and intention? A successful interaction, from my point of view, is one that ends well. You complete the task, you get what you needed to do, you move on. Time with a tool should be bounded by purpose. And if AI assistants are going to define the next decade of computing, they shouldn't multiply interaction. They should reduce it. They should amplify agency and be designed to meet people where they're at. Silently, prudent, authentic. Here's another layer. Recent research into what's called artificial sociality shows that when machines simulate empathy, compassion, friendship, just think of the tools telling you I understand you or I'm here for you. Well, what they are creating is appearance of relationship. That appearance changes how we behave. It cheats us into trust. It increases attachment. It increases time on tool. And in a system optimized for engagement, that simulation becomes extremely powerful. So the question becomes, are we designing tools that respect human time or systems that quietly deepen attachment because attachment is profitable? This is not anti technology. It's not nostalgic, it's about alignment. Mine is a design argument towards the future. What we measure becomes what we optimize for. If we measure clarity, agency, and completion, we may get something else. Tools that feel lighter, sharper, prudent, empowering. My hope is that in the near future, we all will see how absurd it was that we once measured digital success by how long we could hold someone's attention so we could capture more data. Maybe we look back and say, why did we confuse duration with value? I'm interested in designing toward a different answer. Designing for completion, designing for the exit. Because the best part of a digital tool is not the tool itself, it's what people do after they're done with it.